This show is sponsored by BetterHelp Online Therapy. You are your greatest asset. It's time you started investing in that. Visit betterhelp.com/double toasted and take care of you. I'm sorry. I don't mean to say this, and I don't mean to be this. I really don't mean to be this insensitive, but these people deserve to die. There's probably 2 people that I said, oh man, that's not cool. Everybody else, they need to go. Everybody deserves to die in this movie. People, I'm gonna tell. Let me go down the tropes of things that happen. Let me tell you about some scenes here. I'm not gonna spoil anything for you, but let me tell you about some scenes right here. All right, y'all, let's go ahead and get with the review. But before we get to the review, need to let you know that this segment of the show is sponsored by Wild Alaskan, Martin. Before we get into talking about this legendary mass murder over here, let's talk about seafood to die for. Sure. Martin, I'd kill for some fish. Especially if it's from Wild Alaskan, man. Wild Alaskan delivers high quality, sustainably sourced, wild-caught seafood right to your door. Let me just break that down to you. That means it ain't that old-ass fish that was at the grocery store sitting there all day.
Oh, yeah? Man, you get that fish at a discount, though. It's not good?
Well, hey, man, you get a discount if you don't want it fresh, that's fine. You want to eat some old fish, you go right ahead. Me, I want my fresh fish.
I prefer the fresh fish.
Yeah, man. And you go to the grocery store, you know how long that fish been lying over there, and they talking about fresh.
No lie, there's plenty of times I've bought fish and got it home, and it stank as soon as I pull it out of the package.
Yeah.
Like, y'all shouldn't have never had this on the shelves to begin with.
And to begin with. But, Martin, you ain't got to worry about that with Wild Alaskan. Because with Wild Alaskan, man, they once the fish is caught, once the seafood is caught, they freeze it.
Flash frozen right there on the boat.
Yes. Yeah. Fish. I told you last time, I'm talking about shit, let me die first. But yeah, man, they freeze it up, and that's what makes it taste so good, because when it's frozen, it's delivered to you as fresh as it can be. Fresh. Yeah, Martin's delivered to you as fresh as it can be, man. And, you know, the biggest endorsement and compliment that I can give to this is that I've had it myself, because they sent me a lot of fish.
Did they?
They did. I'm not lying to y'all. We've been eating fish all week.
Oh wow.
Yeah, that's her preparing cod right there, man. That's where we cooked it, and this is after I tore it up, man, because it was so good right there. I had it with a whiskey sour right there, man.
Wait, is that what that is?
That's what I made over there.
Oh, okay.
No, it was great. It was great. Now I cooked that, but then we had some fish we had some smoked salmon, man. And I'm gonna tell you something.
Yeah,
I really love the smoked salmon, because the thing is, since they sent it to us so fresh, you really could taste the flavor.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. It really. I'm not lying to y'all. Like, when they send it that fresh, it does make a big difference.
Sure.
It is so flavorful. I want you to try this for yourself. This is a subscription service, so if you love seafood or fish that much, this is worth it for you. If you just love good food, this is worth it for you. So go to wildalaskancompany.com/toasted and get 15% off your first box of premium seafood. Again, you get that when you visit Wild Alaskan. Let me spell it out for you. It's Wild, ALASKAN, company.com/toasted. And toasted is TOASTED. And get 15% off your first box of premium seafood from Wild Alaskan. I want to thank Wild Alaskan for sponsoring this segment, supporting this show, and of course, thanks to all of you out there for your support. Michael Myers.
There you go.
An inspiration to all senior citizens everywhere, man. You only get better with age.
Sure.
With this man. So don't give up what you love, as he did. And he does get better with age, man. He's got a lot of catching up to do, so he returns with a high body count. Is that sacrificing story? Because the last movie was really, really good, man.
It really was.
As far as like character development and everything.
Not much for slashers, but that last movie was really good.
Yeah, and that's why everybody's been looking forward to this. Oh, Laurie Strode is back. Now, you know, people are like, man, Laurie Strode died. What happened? Well, that's out of continuity. We went back and rebooted this right after the first Halloween from 1978. And 40 years later, Michael Myers has returned. You know, giving back to the hood.
Him and Leprechaun.
Yeah. Back to the hood.
Can't stay away.
He can't stay away from home. He never forgets to go back home, man. You know, he always respects the home. Never forgets where he came from, man.
That's right.
That's one good thing to say about Michael Myers. 40 years later, big ass, grown ass, 60-something-year-old man. Still
back at it again.
Back at it again. And in good form. Laurie Strode, who's always had this conflict, PTSD, been preparing for years, sacrificed
pretty much
a relationship with her family to build traps to make Home Alone for Michael Myers.
You know, one day she was sitting home and she saw that movie and she was like, that's it. That's my mission in life.
That's what, that kid is onto something. And she's been preparing ever since. And while everybody thought she was crazy for doing this, she was right for doing it because it took a while, took 40 years, but he's back and she was prepared. But is anyone ever really prepared for Michael Myers? You know, everybody forgets to double tap. Everybody forgets to see the body. You know, Lord, God damn it. All these years of building these traps and everything, and you didn't see you thought you burned up Michael Myers, but you didn't sit back to see them stakes down there and everything.
No.
So of course, if you don't look to see if the body's dead, if it ain't ashes, if it ain't chopped up, then Michael Myers is gonna come back, and he is back with the vengeance. You only made him mad now, and he ain't even got no emotions. He said, "I got one though."
He's killing.
Killing.
My emotion is kill.
So again, as I said, he's back, he's mad, the body count is high, but all that great story and character development from the first, did he kill that too? Let's go ahead and take a look at this trailer for Halloween Kills.
That's a straight line to Michael's childhood home. Someone's in our house.
Just burn that house down so he's got no place to go. Maybe he'll settle his ass down if you just burn that shit. Excuse me, damn fish. Down.
Yeah, but if you just happen to be in the town, he's gonna kill you.
He's gonna move into somebody else's house.
Yeah.
Yeah, he'll find some real estate somewhere.
I want to take his mask off and see the life leave his eyes.
We supposed to get this movie. We're supposed to get a screener, and yesterday at the last minute they said, "Nah, get your ass over to the theater, 7:00, and don't be late."
Don't be late either. Yeah, because Michael would be waiting.
Yeah, Michael better watch out for me because I was mad as hell. Put that goddamn knife there. Got out of my face. It's your fault. I had things to do. Oh, people. All right. Everybody has been wanting to know about this movie. I mean, like I said, the first one was so cool. Everybody loves Michael Myers. This is a legendary horror franchise. So what is up with this? All right, folks, I'm just going to get straight to the point. If you are the type of horror fan where you're just there to see people get sliced up and mangled, no. Michael makes hamburger meat, not steaks.
Yeah. And he's clearly in competition with somebody to see who can get the most bodies.
Jason.
Yeah. Yeah, they got some side bet going on that we don't know about.
And right now, if that's true, Michael is winning. If you were there just to see body parts and blood, if you're there to see body parts destroyed, then Halloween Kills, that's your movie. You'll love it because it does have some. It has some really good kills in there. I love gore, all right? I love kills. I mean, after all, the shit is called Halloween Kills.
I suppose.
Can't say they didn't tell you.
They did tell you.
Don't get no attitude now. They told you.
They did say it. They just didn't say what it kills.
Martin said they should have said a lot. Damn. Can you be more specific than that? You know, with this, I've never seen so many brains on the ground. I've never seen so many brains on the ground look like somebody dropped a 7-Eleven slushie or something, man.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's fine if they're on the ground because those people weren't using them.
Not at all. them brains were wasted a long time ago. They weren't using them, man. They better there on the sidewalk than they were in somebody's skull. There's a lot more kills, a lot more brains, a lot more everything in this sequel right here. Michael is definitely making up for 40 years that he's been gone.
Oh shit.
I think before even the title screen has come up, he's taken out a whole fire department.
Yeah.
That fool even stabbed the fire truck, I think.
Wait, what's the name of his town? Haddonville?
Yeah, Haddonfield, yeah.
Yeah, you could drop a nuke on Haddonfield and you still have more survivors than what he leaves.
Oh no, everybody be dead except Michael. Michael be standing around looking.
Like, huh, damn, now what?
Now, outside of the gore and the kills, which I've established are very cool, I can only speak for myself, being a fan of the first movie, is a huge step down from that first film.
Okay, I didn't know how you felt about it.
I already know you getting quiet when I was talking about the gore and everything, because Martin, like, I can tell that look that you get, like, he is so full of shit. I ain't gonna say nothing because, he likes this dumb shit, but for me, this is a big step down from Halloween 2018,
sure.
man. For Halloween 2018, what it really had going for it was, because everybody's talking about Michael Myers. Oh boy, I can't wait to see Michael Myers light some people up. Y'all don't realize how much Laurie Strode, Jamie Lee Curtis, how much she played a part in that movie being so good, because they were dealing with the depth of character of her having PTSD and sacrificing everything to protect her family, sacrificing her family to protect her family.
Yeah, because so often with these slasher movies, it's a lot of killing and not a lot of remorse or people dealing with the aftermath of it. It's just like, woohoo! Finally, a movie that addressed that.
Yeah, and that movie really worked because of that, man. Just because it wasn't something that was just applied to Laurie either. It was almost like they were making a social statement about trauma. And PTSD and trauma, especially trauma towards women. They were making a big statement about that in the movie and not being heavy-handed with it and still being able to make it fun. And this movie, Laurie has her ass sitting up in a hospital for most of the film, sleep, and that really, you think the movie is really Michael Myers? Michael Myers, he's just what they call him, a shape, a force, just evil and personified, just walking around like run around like a shark, killing everything in his path. That is not that's cool for again, spectacle and gore and kills and fun, but it's not really that much character. Laurie was bringing that to this series.
The boogeyman wins.
It needs to die.
And I'm the one that needs to kill it.
Well, too bad you're hardly in the movie.
Yeah.
That would have been nice.
Contractual obligation. Yeah, as much as you think it's setting up for her to but at the end she's going to Sarah Connor this shit. Nah.
That's where she did this whole speech right here, and you come in at the end and you ain't going to do shit.
You know how that Michael Myers is evil incarnate?
Yes.
Because every character makes that speech throughout the movie. Every 15 minutes, a different character has to make that speech and hammer it home to the audience that Michael is evil.
It's so many things they repeat in this. The dialogue is not that great. They repeat, Michael is evil incarnate. He's a force of evil. Or, Michael must die. We must kill Michael. Michael has to go. Michael, Or, evil dies tonight. Evil dies tonight. And
it's like they were really trying to make that evil dies tonight a thing.
They trying to make that shit a bumper sticker.
Exactly.
There's a point in the movie where Michael. Now, this is a great idea. I thought that this was awesome. Now, this is what they should be working with here. This is what they talk about when they say we don't want to make these movies like regular slasher movies or like those off the wall stupid ass Halloween movies. We want to say something. There's a point in here where Michael just has the whole town gripped in fear so much that they become an angry, bloodlusting mob. They don't care what they do for justice. Turns out, even though they're chasing somebody, it's funny because they're chasing somebody that looks nothing like Michael Myers, man.
No.
Looks ain't got the same height.
No.
Ain't got the same walk. Michael Myers got that cool ass walk. There's a dude who's out there running out bow-legged and shit.
Yeah.
There goes that mother. Get him! They ain't chasing somebody look nothing like Michael Myers. But that was the point. And I thought that was good. You know, when you're an angry mob, you just want justice no matter what.
Yeah.
And I thought, man, that was smart right there. Too bad that had some of the silliest dialogue in the movie.
It became a cartoon. And it became an endless cartoon. Like, you saw where it was going, and it's like it just kept going. I was like, we know it's going to happen. Can we just get to this already?
Yeah, that's where the point. They had that chant, and had it been done probably a little less cheesy, it probably would have been cool, but everybody keeps yelling, evil dies tonight. Right, guys? Evil dies tonight.
Right.
Who's with me? Evil dies tonight. You know, that's like, man, this is kind of silly. Well, for that part with the mob and everything, even the dialogue is bad to where they're saying the obvious things.
Yeah.
We're the monsters now. Like,
I know.
Okay, how many times we heard that line? You don't need that.
So often throughout the movie, I go, this almost feels like it wants to be a comedy, but it's not nearly funny enough.
No, it's trying to be like Scream in a way, I guess, where not even to that extent.
Yeah.
Where it's just kind of like we'll put some things in here that are funny, but we'll also make sure that we bring in the scares and try to stay true to the original, the tone of the original. But the smart commentary I did like. I love that idea of the town turning into this mob.
Oh, absolutely.
I thought that was brilliant, man. And I thought that that's something they should have played with more. The smart commentary is brought down by dumb ass people in this movie, man. If they ain't dumb, they're just a bunch of unlikable assholes, man.
Yeah, I realized watching this because with Jason's superpower, because you think it's his immortality, or maybe his ability. I'm not sorry, Jason Michael. His immortality or his ability to teleport ever so often. But it's really that he gives off an aura that makes anyone around him stupid.
Yeah, it's complete. Oh, those people were dumb. They were dumb before he got there. Those people were all those people were dumb.
Yeah, just. I mean, look, in a horror movie, you're going to have people who do stupid things. Or some of you can forgive and go like, well, it's just the terror that would make you do that. But a whole town where everybody did the dumbest thing possible. Where they said, hey, it's strength in numbers. We got to get together. Now let's split up.
Yeah.
We're facing a mass murderer who massacred 5 grown firemen. All right, you 2 teenagers go that way, and me with a baseball bat, I'm going to go this way.
Well, that's the reason why this is so dumb. The reason why this is so dumb, the people are so dumb here. It would be stupid because we've seen horror movies and other films, sci-fi, where people do dumb things, and it's almost the charm of it. But the people are so dumb here because they are set up for the kills.
Yeah.
They're dumbed down for the gore. Which means we get, as you were saying, we get the dumbest of dumb movie tropes in here, man. They have things that, now look, some of them I don't like. And they did them anyway, like all of a sudden, door's not working.
Unlock the door!
You can't press a button? All the doors are locked?
I know.
All of a sudden, y'all got in and out of that car so goddamn easy before, right. And all of a sudden, Michael Myers just gave it car locking powers.
Uh-huh. Yeah, suddenly there's child locks.
Also, here's another trope. Having a gun. I always say, have a gun, have a gun. Of course they have a gun, and the moment that gun is pointed point blank to Michael's head, click. Throw the gun at Michael. I don't like those. And those are the good ones.
Those you expect. Those were forgivable.
The rest are way worse. Halloween Kills is the reason why you yell at the screen. In the worst way. Mm-hmm. It's the reason why we say, don't do that. What the are you doing? People, I'm sorry. I don't mean to say this, and I don't mean to be this. I really don't mean to be this insensitive, but these people deserve to die. There's probably 2 people that I said, oh man, that's not cool. Everybody else, they need to go. Everybody deserves to die in this movie. Let me go down the tropes of things that happen. Let me tell you about some scenes here. I'm not going to spoil anything for you, but let me tell you about some scenes right here. You have people who hear a noise and they go off by themselves. And that they had the dumbest example of that in this movie. They got fools living
in his house.
In Michael's house. Mike's house. They got fools living in Mike's house. They hear somebody break in on Halloween night. And here's the thing about it. First of all, I don't give a it is. If you hear somebody break into your house, you should go outside. I don't care how badass you think you are. I don't care how many MMA titles you won. That person may have a weapon or anything. You go outside and call the cops.
Exactly.
House is broken into. They even say, someone's at our house. The front door and the back door, wide open. Them doors begging these dudes, please. Please.
Here's an exit.
we leaving the door open for you,
like
please.
Michael left it open for them.
Please.
Like you guys seem cool. I'm going to give you an out.
Yes. Begging them to leave. One dumbass says, I got this. He picks up a knife the size of my thumb.
A charcuterie knife.
Yes. And if you don't know what that is, that's some shit for cutting cheese.
Yeah.
Small cheese to put on a cracker. Knife the size of my thumb, said, I got this. And goes up. What the think is going to happen? And starts going upstairs to save the day. Bitch, you in a Michael Myers movie. Living in his house on Halloween. What the hell you think is going to happen?
You don't even have to be in a Michael Myers movie. If somebody's in your house and you go up there with that knife, they are going to kill you.
They're going to kill you anyway.
Yeah. They can even be like, I just want to steal some shit, but you're coming at me with that little bitty knife, I have to kill you.
Now you
on
might,
GP.
Yeah, you might kill them first with laughter when they see your ass up there, that little fingernail clipper you get. Another guy sees Michael. He actually sees Michael. Now here's the catch though. Michael is turned around, don't give a shit about this guy. Michael's surveying the land. Michael taking a break. Yeah. This fool is 30 feet away from Michael, who's not looking at him. Also being 30 feet away from Michael, another door open. Yeah. Right there, space all behind him. This fool sits up there and says, Michael? Called him by his name. Michael? And Michael even turns around and says, really? like, I'm giving you an opportunity. And Michael turns around, 30 feet between them, space all behind him. And Michael starts just walking real slow. And does the dude take advantage of that open door and all that wide ass space? No, he sits up there and it's like, ah! It's like, you deserve to die.
It's dumb. I can't even enjoy You Deserve to Die because somebody wrote that, the killer's coming, is slowly walking towards you, and you stood there and just screamed.
And you stood there and screamed, I'm sorry, you gotta go. Michael, the only thing I'm mad about, Michael didn't even earn that kill.
No. That was like, there's a woman, one of the characters who does get away from him. And she employs this really brilliant strategy in that she runs. Because Michael is too cool to run. He will only walk at you. Because I saw that scene, and I was like, oh, well, shit, if I was there, I got this. Because I'll run. Yeah. I'll just keep running from his ass. He will never catch me.
Oh, yeah, somebody's stopping to hide so you can get that.
Like, why would you stop?
Why would you stop?
Just keep running.
Michael, don't run. I'll tell you about that in a little bit. And, of course, they got that scene you talking about. This happens 3 times where a dude says, they say, strength in numbers, we have to stick together. And a second later, they all split up like the Scooby-Doo game.
Yeah.
3 times.
3 times.
3 times. There's one where they first get together, another one where a mother all these people in a car to go off by himself. The dude that says we need to stick together.
Yeah.
And another time with those teenagers where it's like, y'all wait here.
Hey, where's my daughter? Oh, she's with me. Everything's fine. Yeah, but you're here, and she's not with you.
God damn it! Even I'm gonna be real cold-blooded with this. I'm sorry, I don't like anybody in this town. Even the kids, the children, even they deserve to die.
Hey. Ask, and he keeps trying to play hide and seek with us, and he's Where did you see him?
Good, he got one. Now if he could just finish the job.
I kind of like those kids were clowning on him.
Well, one clown too hard because it was 3.
Yeah.
The moment they saw the moment they saw Michael cut their friend's head off, then they start talking that shit. They're like, oh no!
But they got away.
Yeah,
because they ran.
Michael not only does not run, Michael not only walks, but Michael cool walks, man.
Oh, yeah.
Michael got that walk like RoboCop, man.
Yep.
He got that turn like that. Michael turns corners like a tank. Michael's like the first Resident Evil game with them tank controls. He takes his time.
He does.
There's a scene where Michael is just taking his time, going RoboCop, walking down the steps, and cops are shooting at him and ain't hitting a damn thing.
That's, you know what? It's one thing that you hit him and he survives it. But there's times they shoot at him and miss.
He's slow
How big
as hell.
is he that you miss?
He is big and slow.
Or somebody has a gun, even a shotgun, and miss the principle that the reason you have a gun is so that you can fire on somebody from a distance. But no, they gotta get close enough that he can just snatch it from him.
Yeah, that's another thing. Right up on him, man. And Michael's like, "Are you
give me this
for real?" Damn, you're not even aiming at me right now. Y'all don't know what to do with this shit. Just idiots. Idiots, man. All of them fools. You're all fools and deserve to go. I'm sorry.
And after a while, it gets tiresome. You could laugh at a few people for being dumb, but when it's everybody, then it's like, well, why am I even here?
There was a point where Michael was, and I think that was the allure of Michael, is that Michael was not exactly supernatural, but he wasn't quite human either. Mm-hmm. He just had incredible focus.
Yeah.
He's like the Batman of slashers, he's just really, he got no powers. But he's a superhero anyway. Michael has no powers that I know of really, but he's like a super slasher.
It's like Godzilla versus King Kong, where Godzilla was this big and King Kong was this big. Jason was immortal. Michael wasn't.
Yeah.
So they had to grow up King Kong to fight him, and now they had to grow up make Michael immortal to keep up with Jason.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, that's good comparison because I don't know what's going on with him right now. Right now, I mean, he's always been kind of superhuman in a way, but right now, like, he really is like superhuman. He's invincible. He's a Terminator. He's got super strength, absorbs bullets.
Yeah.
Bullets are what mosquitoes are to us for him. He doesn't really, I don't think he's really teleported in this, but he gets around pretty fast.
For somebody who never runs, he gets around pretty fast.
Maybe when the camera's not on, he's like, oh shit, hey, look, you doing red light, green lights. Oh, let me get my pose. Oh, man.
And I tell you, the way they keep going back and forth, I'm like, I don't know what his motivation is anymore.
Well, I don't know either. That was one thing, honestly, that was going on with the character. Like, to be fair, no one really understood his motivation except evil, and that's why he was so mysterious. Like, a lot of people, you hear people in the movies say they don't know his method to killing, they don't know why he kills, and I kind of like that. And I would tell you this too. I think that one of the things for me that did work in this movie is that they did make Michael a whole lot scarier, man, for me, because I had slight dreams of this last night after watching the movie. Yeah, not really nightmares, because I wasn't running from Michael. I had what if dreams.
Okay.
I had, what if I get caught in a room with Michael,
I wish he would come over here.
No, shit, I wish I wish I have a back door to run out of. Because I was thinking in this movie, they did really set up that if Michael walks in a room and he sees you, you better hope there's a back door or an open window. Or you can jump through that window, because if you don't have a easy space to get out of, you're dead.
Yeah.
Like, you don't try to run around him. For some reason, he can grab real quick. You don't try to outrun him around him, because for some reason, even though he doesn't run, he can get you. I thought that was really scary, man. If Michael Myers was to come in this room right now, going by what we saw in that movie, we're dead, man.
We are.
The hope,
because that window won't open fast enough.
That window ain't gonna open fast enough.
We're two stories up.
If we try to jump out of that, them blinds gonna block us. Michael just gonna sit up there and watch us look like idiots before he kills us. And the hope that the most we can hope for is that he gives us one of those clean kills, because sometimes he just stabs somebody and let him bleed out, and you make a nice corpse. Other people get it bad.
I didn't see him clean kill anyone. Every one of them was painful and messy.
There were a couple where they just got stabbed. They got a knife, and that was it.
But even then, they got to go, oh, God.
Oh no, it's painful. When I say clean, it's like your head ain't splattered, your eyeballs are still in. You know, it's like your face is still there.
Your mama can still bury you.
Yeah. No, you leave a nice corpse. It's gonna be painful, but you're not gonna be ugly when you're done.
Yeah.
So that's the best we can hope for. Michael Myers he scared the out of me in this, man. After a while. I don't know how I feel about them making him kind of close to being somewhat supernatural right now. There's even a point in the movie where Jamie Lee Curtis says, the more he kills, the more he transcends. And I don't know if that was her being crazy or it's just
I feel like there was them trying to make an explanation for how he does all this. Yeah.
I'm like, and how do you know?
He's a video game character. With each kill, he powers up.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly, man. I kind of got a root for Michael. I mean, I know before y'all say something, because I know I've been saying these people deserve to die, but just hear me out. Michael's 60-something years old, man. And Michael he's in peak condition. You know what I'm saying? I need to find out what they were feeding this fool in that insane asylum over there, man.
Yeah, man. Well, you know, it's a prison. He's just lifting weights all day.
I don't know what he's eating over there, because we all need to be on that diet. Shit. I thought about checking myself into the house. If they feed him that good and his health is that good,
yeah,
shit, going to the nut house is better than the gym membership. Like the people that say, man, I'd be better off going back to jail. That's why Michael kills everybody. Like, shit, I don't want to be free. I want to go back to the nut house, have some fun. Some Easter eggs I thought that they did well, because there's a lot of fan service in here and there's a lot of Easter eggs in here. And if you're a fan of the series, some of them you'll appreciate. Like the Halloween 3 mask. I'm not spoiling anything here because you saw that in the trailer.
I liked Halloween 3.
No, Halloween 3 is not a bad movie. Everybody knows the deal with that. They weren't going to even use Michael Myers after that movie. If they did, they were going to do it later. They wanted to make an anthology. Mm-hmm. So since there was no Michael Myers in Halloween 3, that failed. But since then, it's become somewhat of a cult classic. And those masks are very, very famous now. And they put those in the movie. And I thought they did that very well.
Yeah, that was fine.
Yeah, it was because it was woven into the story.
Yes, the movie didn't stop to go, huh?
Because I'm complaining a lot because I thought that they had a lot of potential, not just from the last movie going into this one, but they had a lot of potential with this film right here. They did some things that, or at least introduced some ideas that were right on par with the first movie, just not carried out very well. I do like how David Gordon Green, the director, because we got a team that's returned for this. David Gordon Green, Danny McBride as one of the writers and producers.
I even saw some Easter eggs from a couple of shows they've done.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Like one of the firemen's, he like his name on it was Gamby, which is Danny McBride's character, and Vice Principals.
Oh, really?
Show they did
together.
Okay.
That's pretty cool, man.
They got one of the actors from the Righteous Gemstones as the guy with the cheese knife.
Oh, okay. Oh, you know what? That's where I've seen that guy, because I did watch the Righteous Gemstones. Mm-hmm. Not all of it, but I watched some of it. But see, those kind of things are cool. That was just a little confusing, but I think David Gordon Green, what I do like about him, I think he's great with actors. There were some actors in there who, just because, this is what I like. He brought some actors in there who seemed really, really natural, and they didn't seem like actors, like the guy that ran the bar.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
That guy.
I know it's your soft spot. When I saw him in there, I was like, oh, Corey's going to love this.
Yeah, there's a guy who looks like he's not an actor. Uh-huh. He looks like a real bartender, like old black bartender.
Like it was really his bar.
Yeah, exactly. And then there's a couple in here. There's an old couple that's married. You saw them in the trailer. That's the couple that I actually hated to see die, man, because
that shit was uncalled for.
They were funny, and they get it brutally, man. They get it
no reason.
Bad. Actually, they were very funny when they introduced them, and I love those characters, man. But as I said, man, the biggest thing that's probably missing here for me, and I hate to keep harping on it, but it's Jamie Lee Curtis as Laurie Strode. Not like I said, she's laid up in that hospital for more than half the movie, and it brings the film down for me. Like I said, her PTSD added a lot of depth to this when she alienated her family and then ended up being completely right. Here, she's a non-character, man. She doesn't do anything except speechify, monologue. Although there's some funny moments. One funny moment where She laid up in bed talking about, yeah, we got Michael, didn't we? Burned his ass up.
And everybody's like,
yeah, and then old big ass Tommy Doyle running there. He's out there. We gotta kill him.
I'm gonna kill him. Because 40 years ago, when I was a kid, you protected me. So tonight, I'm gonna protect you. Okay?
Nurse, I appreciate.
Get him the.
yeah, just that look. Somebody coming to me saying that, I'm like, you ain't gonna do shit.
You ain't gonna do a damn thing. And she was getting some good rest too.
I know. She was letting the morphine kick in.
Yeah, she was high. She thought she was like, man, I earned this. Yep, save the town. Good old Lord.
Yeah.
Well, that's what you get. You better check that body. Make sure it's gone. As I said, one of the biggest things for me is that, this for what was such a great reboot for 2018. I think I gave it a matinee because I think I still have some problems with it, but I did say it was very good.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, no, I had a lot of admiration for it, man. This is now just becoming a modern run-of-the-mill slasher flick. And if that's what they were aiming for, that's cool, but I think they meant to do more. I know with the first one they meant to do more with the genre and with the franchise. Just watching that 2018 movie and then watching this, you can't help but just feel like this is just a little bit of a letdown. At least, if you're somebody like me with the things that I saw that I complained about. Because that movie was so much more. That movie overachieved almost, Like I said, it just feels hopeless, man. Everybody just is just there to be fodder for Michael for the most part. And it's all for a cool kill.
Yeah.
Now, the only thing I can say is that when I'm talking about this feels hopeless, it could be because this is a trilogy. They have Halloween Ends next. Maybe this is the Empire Strikes Back where, it's the darkest one,
Yeah, I don't think there's anybody left to strike back.
Yeah, I don't know either. That's the darkest one. It's the most hopeless one. So maybe that said, this is the darkest one before the final hopeful one where, actually we make some progress and we actually bring back some more good character development. And I really love the thing between Michael and Laurie, man. I think that was kind of missing too.
Well, they almost kind of they went out of their way to have several flashbacks just to kind of tear that apart.
Yeah, exactly.
So you're like, oh well, okay then. What is this about? I'm sorry. I thought I knew. I thought I'd been watching all these and I kind of knew what it was about. Now you're telling me it's not that. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, what do you think though?
I'm a lot like you, but still not as generous. The 2018 one I thought was one of my favorite movies of that year. So that's a lot to live up to.
Yeah,
and I'd be fine with it just being not quite as good. But I found this to be, when it wasn't silly, I was really kind of bored with it. Yeah, you're absolutely right that it's some clever ideas that I was like, and when they would come up, I was like, man, this could redeem itself if they run with this right. And so often they didn't. They just like, that's too bad. It was a good idea that really felt like it was squandered. And a lot of characters like the black sheriff who does nothing, and Jamie Lee Curtis. Yeah, I just felt a big blob from the whole thing. Like I could have easily not have done this.
What would you rate it?
It would be, it's on the lower end of a rental for me.
Okay. Yeah, I think for me it's just a rental. Yeah, like I said, there's some parts I enjoyed, but those parts were very shallow.
Now keep in mind, I'm not a Halloween super fan, and if you are, they do a lot of catering for you. They'll push a lot of your buttons and go, huh? Remember this? Huh? So sometimes stopping the movie to do it. Yeah.
I'm kind of right there with you. Probably not as low, but yeah. I enjoyed some of it. But I'm sorry, man. It's not like I'm taking this and comparing it to a movie, from decades ago. I'm comparing it to a movie that this is a direct sequel to.
Sure. That
set up a lot of high hopes and kind of dropped the ball on it. And I gotta judge it on that. But even if I was to judge it on its own, I'd be like, these people are too stupid, man. Yeah. I'm sorry. That brought me down. All these dumbass people here. I would probably give it like a high, really, really fun rental or even a low matinee for being a cool slasher flick. But sometimes people are too they're too goddamn dumb for these movies, man. And I should not have to film these slasher movies. You should give me one person to root for. I did not root for one person in this movie, man. Not a single one. Even with that couple that I said I liked, even they fumbling with the door and shit. And I'm just like, I can't. Well, all these horror movie tropes, which this rebooted franchise tried to avoid, they came in full force here, man.
Yeah.
And I just some people might like that. And if you look at it as a comedy parody, that could be fun. But I don't think that that's what they intended.
Right.
Putting all those tropes in there, that's a parody. And it just and it doesn't work here. Oh shit! Everybody's pulling out that knife now. I'm looking at 1,000 Michael Myers out there ready to kill us, and we ain't got nowhere to run.
Well, I was nervous about coming in here with this opinion, but then I started reading around the net and going like, oh, well, a lot of people feel this way.
Everybody, Double Toasted Live on tour is heading to Los Angeles, California, November 5th. We're going to be at the Miracle Room, and we had such an amazing show in New York, had such a great experience. I want to thank everybody for that, but we can't wait to bring the same experience to you over in the lovely city of Los Angeles. So go to x1entertainment.com and get your tickets today. VIP and super VIP tickets are available, so get them now. But we're not just stopping there. Hey, as I said, this is a tour. So also catch us in Chicago, Miami, Orlando, and Dallas, Texas. Again, go to x1entertainment.com and get your tickets today, and we'll see you at a city near you. Hey everyone, support our Patreon, which helps us to continue bringing you our live streams, videos, and podcasts while bringing you new content such as exclusive live streams and animated shorts.